and welcome to another episode of Coach and Coffee. I think this is episode like 44 or something like that. We're getting up there in numbers. So I hope you've enjoyed it so far. I've given out just an insane amount of information. If you've watched up to this episode, you know so much about so many different facets of training, particularly for OCR, obviously. Today we're going to very briefly go over some companies in OCR that might be worth checking out for you. If you do not have your coffee, go and grab some. It's a wonderful, cool day out, and it's not sunny enough that I need sunglasses, though it's very, very close. My eyes are really sensitive to light for some reason, so sunglasses are on my face almost all summer long, and a lot of the winter too. To preface this episode, none of these companies I'm about to list do we work with in any way, shape, or form. We have partnered with, let's see, two of these companies for giveaways in the past, but we received no financial anything from them, nor gave them any. We're not currently receiving any financial anything from any of these companies. These are companies off the top of my head, which means they've stuck out to me from interactions with them at races or seeing them or using their equipment or whatever. So it's just a short list, but they have valuable, I think, equipment. And, you know, everyone can judge that for themselves. I know there are a lot of other companies in OCR who make gear specifically for OCR, but anyway. So let's dive into it. And these are written down in no specific order at all. So Race Ready Obstacles, they're the first one. They build obstacles like full size. I'm sure they can scale them down as well, but like legit obstacles. Like I've seen them have twister, all sorts of rig setups, monkey bar setups. They make spears. They do all sorts of stuff. And to my knowledge, they sell them to individuals and to gyms. So if you check out Race Ready Obstacles Instagram, you can see a bunch of their stuff. And for all of these businesses, I will be linking their websites in the description below, so you can go right to them. So easy homework there for you all. But their Instagrams, most of these have pretty cool Instagrams where they show a lot of the gear they have, and it might give you a good idea of what they're selling or promoting or whatever. So Race Ready Obstacles, I believe it's the same people who started Faith Overcoming Obstacles, and they're a company that Luke and I both love. They had awesome messages on their shirts. Luke raced in one of their shirts for I think a full year, and it said on it, "To God be the glory," and it was a really cool material, like a race jersey. Anyway, it was awesome. So great people. Race Ready Obstacles make awesome obstacles. I've seen a lot of good reviews and good things about them. Obstacle Guard. So I was looking them up recently because I learned about them a long time ago, but I hadn't seen anything recently. So to my knowledge, they're still doing their thing. If they're not, when you see this video, I apologize. But they make some clothing for obstacle course racing. I won a pair of their socks at a Bone Frog for getting second place. I got a pair of socks. The socks are really durable. They're just, I think they were too small a size for me, so they're extremely hard to get on and off. I don't know, but I don't know what's up with that one. I don't remember what size they were. I threw out the packaging when I first got them, but they make like socks and other gear for obstacle course racing. Things that they're trying. It's called Obstacle Guard, so they're trying to promote like not getting torn up and cut up, so like sleeve things and stuff like that. The next one, similar but more expanded than Obstacle Guard, is Mud Gear, and they're extremely well known in the sport of OCR. A lot of the top athletes are either sponsored by them or working with them in some capacity. They make all sorts of apparel for obstacle course racing. Their socks are very well reviewed, I guess is the best word to put for it. A lot of people talk about their socks being really good and durable. I believe they make shirts and shorts. They may have gloves. I'm not sure about the gloves. But Mud Gear has been one that a lot of people have very consistently said is a good brand for certain apparel in obstacle course racing. And honestly, at most obstacle course races, there isn't a lot of apparel. Like, you're not wearing a ton of things normally, unless you're going to a cold race somewhere. The fourth one here, the original Warrior Pack. So this company, I believe it was founded by 2 women, one of which has the same last name as Luke and I have. So we love that. But they do a lot of work with like military charity and things like that, promoting just getting veterans out there and helping veterans in a lot of ways. So they're really cool. They have gloves and they have some other equipment as well. The gloves are the thing that I've seen them promote the most, and I've interacted with both of them at a Savage race. They were extremely nice. If you go to their Instagram page, you'll see tons of posts about all the work they do with veterans and everything. So it's a really cool organization. I'd encourage you to check it out if you're looking for gloves. The next one, Rec Bag. So if you've participated in the OCR World Championship, which is a company name, but also a championship event, kinda technically. I know it confuses people sometimes. They have a sandbag carrier there, and for that one, at least for the past several years, they've used a Rec Bag, which is just a particular brand of sandbag, but it's a really cool design. The way it's made, it's got like little loop handles, and it's like this big sack filled with sand. So it's a lot different than your compartmentalized sandbags where you have little pouches full of sand and you put them into a zipped up sandbag, and it's much more stiff and everything. These are much more flexible. If I were to buy a sandbag and money wasn't a limiting factor, because they are a little more expensive than some of the other sandbags out there, that'd be the sandbag I would want, just because it's said to be very durable. All the reviews are very good about it. People love the Rec Bag from everything I've seen. I've seen dozens and dozens of great things said about it, and I've not heard anything bad said about it. And here comes the sun to blind me. So they're a really good option if you're looking for something like that. And while, of course, you don't have to be an OCR to buy a Rec Bag, it's just a great overall fitness tool. It's very specific to OCR right now. The next one is Grip Sling. So Grip Sling makes training straps, essentially. They're just really strong pieces of material, and they look kind of like very narrow, long hand towels, kinda. I guess is the best way to describe them. They're extremely sturdy. I've never heard of one tearing. I've never seen one tear. Luke uses them a lot in his training. I've used them a few times when I've been around him and everything. I've seen tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of their videos with people using them for training. They're an awesome way to develop grip strength and be creative with your workouts. So a lot of the exercises you can do with them are similar to exercises you could do with, say, a TRX or something like that, but they afford you a more challenging way to train your grip than just holding on to TRX handles or something like that. There are tons of videos they have on their Instagram, and I think they also have a section on their website with videos, if I remember correctly, where you can see all sorts of crazy things that people have come up with and different ways to use them to do traditional strength training, but adding extra grip work in by using those instead of something else. So Grip Sling, highly recommend them. The last one here that I have is FitBar Strong. So they make all sorts of different attachments for rig setups, like the cannonball attachments. I believe they have wooden handled attachments. They may, and I apologize if I'm wrong on this, but they may have the Gibbons, the one where you take the wooden handle out of the metal clip and swing and attach it into the next one, and etc. going on. They have a bunch of different rig attachments. So if you are someone who likes the rigs at different races, or if you're someone who wants to challenge themselves, maybe you didn't do well on a rig previously and you want to practice it way more applicably or more specifically to how it's done than just doing monkey bars or something, check out Fit Bar Strong. Their attachments for rig setups are really good. I think Luke has tried a few of them. I personally have not. I think he has the cannonballs and he might also have another one. But everything, again, that I've seen from them has been great. Great reviews, great everything. So if you're looking to set up a rig in your backyard, in your garage, in your house, wherever, it doesn't really matter, check them out, that'd be good. So that's some resources for materials for obstacle course race training. Of course, there's other companies out there. I'm not dismissing them at all or saying these are better. These are just the ones that I know most readily off the top of my head that cover certain areas of obstacle course race training. And like I said at the start, we're not partnered with any of them, we're not taking any money from any of them, we're not giving them any money. We have used some of those products there, but that's important with reviews anyway, right? You want to actually have first-person knowledge. So most of those either Luke or I have used, and the ones that we haven't, which is only 1 or 2 of them, we've seen extraordinary reviews for. That's it for today. Camera stopped. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time on Coach and Coffee.